Hey, million mindset family. Ever felt overwhelmed? Working your tail off but seeing little results? What if I told you there's a universal law that can totally shift your perspective? Not just in your finances, but in every part of your life. Get ready to unlock the power of the law of cause and effect, and how the Pareto principle can be your biggest ally in finding freedom. Let's start with a simple idea. Every action has a reaction. That's the law of cause and effect. Plant a seed, it might grow. Study, you learn. Pretty straightforward, right? But what if I told you there's a secret shortcut to this law, called the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule? It says that, in most cases, 80% of your results come from just 20% of your actions. Sounds crazy. Trust me, it's not. Think about your daily life. Ever notice how just a few clients bring in most of a company's revenue? Or how just a couple of tasks on your to-do list make the biggest difference by the end of the day? That's Pareto in action. Example 1, business in a restaurant. Maybe 20% of the menu items generate 80% of the profit. Or 20% of loyal customers account for 80% of the sales. Example 2, personal productivity in your routine. 20% of your tasks, like those critical emails, that key phone call, or planning your week, drive 80% of your progress. The secret isn't working harder. It's working smarter. Now, let's dig a little deeper. The 80-20 rule isn't an exact math formula, like 1 + 1 is equal to 2. It's a principle, an observation. The ratio might be 70/30ths or 90/10ths, but the core idea stays the same. A small number of causes create most of the effects. The trick is figuring out those vital 20%. That takes analysis, self-reflection, and sometimes trial and error. It's not about how many hours you put in at work, but what you focus on during those hours. It's not just about how much you save, but where your biggest expenses are and how you can optimize the ones that add less value. So, how does this tie into financial freedom and personal growth? It's the heart of the matter. Finances. What are the 20% of financial habits causing 80% of your problems or solutions? Maybe it's 20% of your expenses, like that pricey subscription you barely use or daily takeout, eating up 80% of your budget. Or maybe 20% of your investments, the strategic ones, bring in 80% of your returns. Identify and optimize. Personal growth. Which 20% of activities or learning efforts drive 80% of your development? Is it reading that one key book? Practicing a core skill? Networking with the 20% of people who are most influential in your field? When you focus on those 20%, you multiply your efficiency and impact. Here's your challenge for today. Grab a pen and paper or open a notes app. Write down your top 10 tasks for tomorrow or your 10 biggest monthly expenses. Now, pick out the 2 items, just 20%, that will drive 80% of your results or have the biggest impact. And focus on those. Don't underestimate the power of zeroing in on the few things that truly matter. Start applying the law of cause and effect and the Pareto principle to your life today. You'll be blown away by the results. If you love this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more finance and personal growth tips. Catch you next time.